Mix TV presents the Southeast Tennessee Sports Show. Presented by Check Into Cash, your one-stop money shop. Also by Hardee's. Hardee's taste like America. Now it's time for your local sports highlights and interviews with your host, Pat Benson.
Hello and welcome to the Mix 104.1 Southeast Tennessee Sports Show, brought to you by Hardee's and Check Into Cash. All right, guys, football's over. We had a good run. Now it's time to talk some hoops and talk some wrestling, and we're not going to waste any more of your time. So let's go ahead and dive right into our Hardee scoreboard. From Tuesday, December 1st, men's basketball, Cleveland taking a rough loss to Bearden, 67-48. That's only the second loss that has occurred now under Coach Reggie Tucker, so look for them to correct those mistakes. Meanwhile, Bradley Central looked good against Meigs County, 56-47, big win for the Bears. Meanwhile, Walker Valley went up against a very tough Baylor team, and they lost 71-46. Meanwhile, East Hamilton, hey, watch out, they're always talented. They beat Sweetwater 71-35. On the girls' side, from Tuesday, December 1st, Walker Valley, Coach Lyness, huge statement victory for their program, 35-31 over Baylor. Shout out to the Stangs. Meanwhile, Bradley Central defeated Meigs County 51-39. You know how those Bearettes do. And Bearden defeated Cleveland 52-39 to complete the sweep. So watch out for those Bearden boys and girls. They know how to hoop. All right, guys. Before we take our commercial break, it is my favorite segment. And as always, I want to need your help. Send them in to me each week. I can't do all the research by myself. Whether it's trash talking, good news, whatever, send it my way. So it is time for our tweet of the week. And no surprise, it comes from Bradley Central Wrestling. You can follow them at BC_WrestlingTN. And mark your calendars and end 2020 with hashtag the Bears. So it looks like we got their schedule coming up, which makes my job a lot easier. December 1st, that has already passed. They took on McMinn County. December 5th, the Mountain Rumble. Looks like that'll be taking place up at Heritage. December 8th, Baylor. December 10th, McCallie. The 11th, Arlington. December 12th, Cleveland, the Al Miller Duels. Walker Valley, December 15th, and December 18th and 19th, the Bradley Invitational. So that's going to be really exciting. As you can see on the graphic right there, they have gold for home matches, white for away matches, and of course, all dates are subject to change as we're kind of getting used to during these crazy times. So that's going to do it for our first segment. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to talk to Walker Valley girls basketball.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
You are watching the Southeast Tennessee Sports Show, presented by Check Into Cash and Hardee's.
Hello and welcome back to the Mix 104.1 Southeast Tennessee Sports Show, brought to you by Hardee's and Check Into Cash. We are here with Coach Drew Lyness of the Walker Valley girls basketball team. Coach, thanks for taking the time to speak with us today. I know it's already been a crazy season that just started. Would you get us caught up and tell us what your off season looked like this year?
Yeah, it was first off, Pat, thanks for having us on here, man. We love talking with you all any chance we get. Off season obviously was pretty chaotic. The summer was really interesting. Usually we're used to playing 20 to 25 games in the summer, and this year we didn't play one. And so that made it tough. Then once school got started, we kind of got back in the swing of things, and we had a handful of girls playing volleyball, and so it was pretty normal fall, preseason workouts type of thing, which was, gave our girls a good sense of just, hey, we're getting back in the swing of things. And then when the season started, we were all on cloud nine, and we getting with the practice, starting with practice and everything. And we had a great first week of practice. And then we went on a 2-week quarantine with our girls, which sucked, but it's part of it. And it happens, and we had to cancel one game because of that, but we're slowly but surely getting back in the swing of things and getting back in shape and working through some things.
You mentioned one game canceled. What's your schedule look like going forward? Has anything else, have there been any other major changes, or is it still pretty much intact?
Yeah, as of right now, everything is pretty intact. I mean, we play Baylor tonight, and then this Friday we play Ooltewah in our first district game, and that's at home. I mean, it's going to be a girls only game because the Ooltewah boys are quarantined. So as of right now, everything is all the same, but we're taking it one day at a time. Things could change. I mean, the JV game got canceled for today, so every day is different, but we're soaking up every moment we get on the court, and taking advantage of the opportunity in front of us.
That is great. All right, Coach. What are your goals and expectations for this squad during this chaotic year?
Yeah. We'd set some high goals at the beginning of the year, or at the end of last year, about we wanted to get back to the region tournament, and we didn't accomplish that in year one, and so we wanted that to be the main thing for us in year two, and really getting back in the swing of things and putting Walker Valley basketball back on the map. And we're still holding to that expectation. We want to compete in every game, and we want things to be better record wise, and we want the girls to be a close knit group. And I think it really helps put things in perspective that everything is kind of up in the air. And like I said, we're going to take it one day at a time. And when we get there and we play, we're going to make the most of it, because we don't know if that's going to be the last game or the last practice. And
that's a good point. We all kind of got to live that way right now.
Exactly. But we hope that, by the time the season ends or the regular season is winding down, that, that we're competing in the district tournament, and then we advance to the region tournament. That's goal number one.
That's great. All right, Coach, I know we're going to talk to Michelle and Madison here in a little bit. Okay. Who are some other players that you're looking to make that jump this year for y'all to reach y'all's goals?
Yeah, we've the good thing about our team, we only graduated 2 girls from last year, and a lot of girls played a lot of minutes for us. Casey Davis is one of our guards who's started since her freshman year, and she's a junior. Marissa Patel is another junior who's her role has greatly increased this year from last year. And then, we've got a big freshman class. We've got 6 total freshmen. 4 of the girls are helping us, providing some good minutes varsity wise. And Alyssa Earls and Sloan Watson are 2 post players that are providing a good spark for us. And then Madison Bischoff is a freshman guard that she's gonna get thrown to the fire here pretty soon. So yeah, our group is still pretty young, but those are some girls that are really gonna step up and play big roles for us this year.
All right, Coach, I got 2 more questions for you.
Yeah.
One, I know you're in your second year as a coach, and you're as a head coach, and you're building this new program. What's something you've learned in your first 2 years now that you're going to perhaps change or try to improve upon moving forward?
Yeah, every year is different. Every girl is different. There's always got to be changes from year to year, whether it's things we're going to do, cultural wise, things we're going to do schedule wise. But I've learned to delegate a little bit more. When I was at the previous school I was at for 6 years, I felt like I did a little bit of everything, and didn't do a good job of delegating when I needed to. And so this year I've tried to do a little bit better job of that. One of my assistant coaches, Kaylin Withrow, she's got total control of the offense, and that's really helped me from a mind standpoint of just takes a little bit of stress away from me to focus, because there's so many other things that go into being a head coach that it's good to have good people you work with and to delegate some stuff. So I've done a little bit better job of that from year 1 to year 2 here in the Valley.
As a control freak, I get it. I want everything. All right, Coach, last question. I know there are limits on attendance, and we've got to be careful and socially distance. So I know that might have an impact on like gate revenue, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
How can we as a community come out and support Walker Valley basketball? And whether it's buying some merch or more like Gatorades at the concession stand, what can we do to help support y'all?
Yeah, any chance that you're in our building, for a game, or if you're talking about our school or our team on social media, anything positive from that standpoint. I hate that we can't have full attendance at games, and our atmosphere is a lot of fun when it's really crowded. But when you're here in the gym, we want you to spend some money at that concession stand. That always helps. But just being actively promoting us, we want people to be talking about Walker Valley basketball in the community, and our community is so great. And when it comes to basketball and athletics, it makes it a whole lot of fun. But I feel that the more positivity we can get about our school and our program, the better. The more people that are talking about it in a great way, the more enjoyable things are going to be for now and for the future.
All right, so we're going to rep the Valley, both in person and online, and then we're going to just load up on nachos and Powerades and everything.
That's right. Whatever we can get you hooked up with whatever you want.
All right, sounds good. All right, Coach Lyness, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to talk to two of his players.
Keep your eyes on the Monster Angus Thick Burger. With sizzling bacon and 2 1/3 pound Angus beef patties. The Monster is your daddy now. The Monster Angus Thick Burger at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
For 45 years, the Empty Stocking Fund has been a tradition in Bradley County. Our mission is to see that no child goes without Christmas. We were able to provide toys for more than 1,000 kids last year. This year, that need is even greater. Would you consider helping us as we share the love of Christ to our neighbors in Bradley County? You can donate online at emptystocking.org or mail your donations to P.O. Box 2370, Cleveland, Tennessee 37320. The Empty Stocking Fund is a registered nonprofit. All donations are tax deductible. You are watching the Southeast Tennessee Sports Show, presented by Check Into Cash and Hardee's.
Hello and welcome back to the Mix 104.1 Southeast Tennessee Sports Show, brought to you by Hardee's and Check Into Cash. We're here with two seniors on the Walker Valley girls basketball team, Michelle Benson, my cousin I didn't know I had, and Madison James. All right, y'all, get us caught up. What did your off season look like? I know Coach mentioned that you weren't able to play the amount of games you're used to.
So we were just staying at home, but Coach Lyness tried to inform us and keep us updated on all the workouts we could do at home during the summer. I mean, most girls probably didn't do it, but the girls that did, I guess it stayed fit and helped us out.
Awesome.
I think that it might have hurt us a little bit in the way that we weren't able to form connections as much, because the off season is one of those biggest times where we get to know the freshmen or any incoming new players that we may have. So that hurt, but I feel like we've taken advantage of the opportunities that we have had together, and I feel like this is one of the closest our teams have ever been, at least that I've experienced in my 4 years. But yeah, we took advantage of the opportunities that we did have during the off season, and I feel like a lot of us worked hard and to be prepared for where we are now.
That's awesome. You both kind of hinted at leadership, and you're both seniors. What are y'all doing to try to help encourage the younger players y'all are playing with?
We're just trying to make them fit in and let them know we don't think that we're better than them since we're seniors.
Mm-hmm.
To make them just feel welcome, with the text, we just text them and make sure they know that they're supported by us, seniors and juniors. I don't know. It's just like Madison said, the freshmen, the couple years, we haven't really got all along together, but this year it's just the freshmen feel like they're not freshmen. They know what they're doing, and they just fit in.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good atmosphere, and I feel like in past years, the upperclassmen haven't been as welcoming, and I didn't want the four of us to be a part of that. So I feel like we've taken advantage of that really well and welcomed them. And it's just like a really awesome group. So they make it easy to be nice to. It's just to be able to like be that role model and like be that positive influence.
That is great. All right. Coach had mentioned region tournament as a goal for this team. What are y'all's goals and expectations as seniors for this team?
Honestly, just giving it our all and making it past district, because the past 3 years, I don't think we made it past district. No, we didn't make it past district after that. And like, it just like the team kind of fell apart during those like rough stages. I want us to all get together, like form as a team when we're in district, because like that's like what matters at the very end, because like you can make it. It doesn't have to be your last game. Like, I guess just making it past district and staying as a team together.
Same thing as them getting out of district. But also one of the biggest things that all three coaches have tried to implement is taking advantage of like every opportunity that we have. Because as y'all said, we don't know when the last practice or game would be. So just he has a mentality where it's like each day, would you be rehired? Like, would you be working hard enough that day to continue to be able to like hold that role the next? And I feel like all of us need to have that mindset, because in the world that we're in right now, we don't know like what opportunities we may have. So it's just really important to have that mind frame throughout the whole season.
Those are wise words. All right. How would you grade yourself, your individual performance so far this season? If you had to give yourself a letter grade, what would it be?
This is you're calling us out. Yeah, go for it. Let me.
So in my past years, I've struggled a lot with getting down on myself, and after I miss a layup or shot, like I just give up. Like I'm just like, this isn't my game. I just need to stop. Yeah. So like I'm really struggling with that. But this year, Coach Lyness has really helped me out. Like understand that, I mean, everyone isn't perfect. Like you can't make every shot in a game. So like he's just trying to just like upbeat me and make sure that I'm like staying. That's like one of my goals this year was to make sure that I'm not down. Yeah. Like I saw. So like Coach Lyness tries to make me reach my goal and make sure like I'm not giving up on that. So like my grade would probably, I'd say a 6, 7 on the 10.
All right, 6 years. All right, that's cool. That sounds like my GPA, just above average. Like
please delete that.
Okay, we'll edit that part out. All right, Madison, letter grade. How would you give yourself a grade?
Okay, I would give myself a C, being generous. There's definitely room for improvement, and I'm going to be honest with myself in that. I feel like that's something that we can all say, but I'm obviously going to be harder on myself than others. As Michelle said, that's always been a thing for me as well, is that I make one mistake and freak out and think that the world is ending, but they are telling me that that is not true. The world goes on. But yeah, there's many ways that I feel like I can improve going on in the season, but basketball, there's a lot of games. Well, hopefully, but it's a long season, so there's time to improve.
All right, before we run out of time, I got a couple quick questions. This year, who is the funniest girl on the team?
I'm gonna have to give it to Michelle probably. I mean, she keeps things very interesting. I'll give her that. And sometimes we just need the laugh when we're dying, and she offers it. So yeah, we'll give her that.
I would probably say one of the freshmen, Madison Bishop, because in practice, she doesn't get down on herself like ever. She literally laughs at everything. And it's just like like Madison said, we need that in practice when we're all like down, or even in a game, we can like look at her and she like just make us laugh.
That is great. All right, last question. I'll say the toughest one for last. Best sports movie of all time.
What's that football movie? The one with the guy that the parents.
The Blind Side.
The Blind Side.
One side. All right, a classic. You can't go wrong with that. All right, Michelle, Benson, Madison, James, thank y'all so much for taking the time to speak with us. We're going to be pulling for y'all the rest of the season as always. Keep up the great work. And now we are going to head back to the studio.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
You are watching the Southeast Tennessee Sports Show, presented by Check Into Cash and Hardee's.
Hello and welcome back to the Mix 104.1 Southeast Tennessee Sports Show, brought to you by Hardee's and Check Into Cash. Before we send you on your way this week, let's go ahead and give you a quick preview of some of the games we have coming up. Men's basketball, Friday, December 4th, Cleveland at McMinn County, Bradley Central at Blackman, Ooltewah at Walker Valley, and CAK is coming down to take on the Hurricanes of East Hamilton. On the women's side, Friday, December 4th, Walker Valley hosting Ooltewah. That's a big game. Bradley Central, they will be up at Blackman as well. And Cleveland, the girls will be traveling up to McMinn County in addition to their boys team. Saturday, December 5th, Bradley Central is hosting Stewart's Creek. And Monday, December 7th, Bradley Central is hosting Signal Mountain. So thank you so much to our sponsors, Hardee's and Check Into Cash. Quick programming note, as always, you can get all of our local sports coverage, Mix 104.1, Talk 101.3 The Buzz, and Fiesta 99.1. We've got you covered. Tune in early for pregame coverage, hang out later for postgame interviews and wrap-ups. Remember, you can watch this show right here on the Mix 104.1 Facebook page anytime. Don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube page and download the My Mix 104.1 app. We'll be back next Friday with more sports updates and exclusive interviews as always. Thanks to Coach Lyness and his players for taking the time to speak with us. Big shout out to our executive producer, Austin Chadwick, for making all this happen. I'm your host, Pat Benson. I'll see you next week.
Keep your eyes on the Monster Angus Thick Burger. With sizzling bacon and 2 1/3-pound Angus beef patties. The Monster is your daddy now. The Monster Angus Thick Burger at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
For 45 years, the Empty Stocking Fund has been a tradition in Bradley County. Our mission is to see that no child goes without Christmas. We were able to provide toys for more than 1,000 kids last year. This year, that need is even greater. Would you consider helping us as we share the love of Christ to our neighbors in Bradley County? You can donate online at emptystocking.org or mail your donations to P.O. Box 2370, Cleveland, Tennessee 37320. The Empty Stocking Fund is a registered nonprofit. All donations are tax deductible.